Hey, how y'all doing? Tonight we're going to use some more of this Carne Crosta, this steak rub from OakRidge BBQ. I've got a really nice porterhouse here, and what I want to do is put some of this rub on here, and I want to cook it on that Napoleon, on that sear station. First off, I'm going to take some of this good olive oil here from Pennsylvania Macaroni Company, and we'll rub the olive oil on both sides first. Rub the steak down with some olive oil, and I'm going to take some of this good rub here. I'm just going to put it in the shaker. Yeah, unfortunately, I got this in the bag. It's kind of how it comes. That way you get a little more rub. So it puts, oh man, you can smell that wonderful coffee it's got. So we'll go ahead and put this in the shaker and just kind of shake it on here on the steak, and we'll get it on both sides, give it a nice little layer of this rub, and just let it sit here. The steak sit here 30 or 45 minutes or in the refrigerator, and just let this rub get all nice and worked in there. But this Carne Crosta, we're just going to put a wonderful crust on the steak. All right, y'all, what we're going to do out here while the steak is sitting there, it's been sitting for a little while. Like I said, I want to let it at least sit there, and then the Crosta, the crust, just sit there and cure on it for about 30 45 minutes. But it's been about that long, so I'm going to go ahead and crank up the Napoleon. Got the wood rhino hooked up, propane. We'll turn this on. Let's go ahead and light it, and we'll do an indirect sear here tonight. So I'm going to start off on the indirect sear. We're going to do a reverse sear. We'll start off up here, cooking it at lower temp, and then we're going to move to this side super sear burner over here. This they call it the Sizzle zone. And I'm actually going to show you, this is the cast iron grate. I'm going to pick this up a little bit, move it on the next notch. Sits up like that. That's what we're going to have it sit up just a little bit. Show you over here. It's got an infrared ceramic burner down there. See there? And we'll turn that on here in just a bit and get this flaming hot. That way we can really get the sear on the steak right there. But meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and heat this up. Alright, y'all, so look, I got the steak out here with the Carne Crosta rub on here. We got the grill here ready with the Sizzle zone over here. And what I've done, I've got this side on high, pretty high heat. I've got this side off. We're going to go indirect first before we move over here to the Sizzle zone. So what I'm wanting to do here, I'm going to set the steak over here on this side. I keep forgetting to order me some new tongs. My goodness, I need some tongs. All right. So anyway, we're going to set it over here just to kind of cook indirect for a little bit. And as soon as we get it cooked indirect for a few minutes on each side, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn the Sizzle zone on over here. How you turn on, boom. I just let it, there it goes. Let it heat up while my steak's going for a few minutes on each side right here. So I'm probably, with no heat turned on this side, with the heat over here, I'm probably going to set this for 5 minutes. My timer, we'll do 5 minutes per side. I think that will be plenty, plus the residual heat, we'll get from the burners over here. So let's do stopwatch, start. We'll set this stopwatch for 5 minutes and let this bad boy just cook right there on that side, y'all. It's going to be real nice. I can't wait. Y'all, on my thermometer here on my Napoleon, the dome temperature, it's about 400 holding, so that's pretty good. There's something like this, do an indirect heat cook. You probably get up, that's been about 3 minutes, so probably get up around 450 or so. So that's real good, just cooking that steak slowly right there. And then we'll hit it with that sear from this infrared burner right here, and that's going to put that perfect sear on there and seal that crust, that Carne crust. I'm fixing to go ahead and give it a flip here in about 5 minutes. And basically I don't expect any sear or anything like that, but just because the heat, it's coming from down there on the bottom, you see that wonderful, that blue rhino just flickering away. I'm going to flip this bad boy. If I can get a hold of these old tongs, they're about to fall apart. And there we go. Do that. Go about another 5 minutes, then I'm going to check the internal temp on that. So it's been another 5 minutes. Then what I'm going to take the Javelin Pro thermometer here. Instant read. And we're going to take a look at the temperature here in this porterhouse. Look at my filet side here. Man, that's hot over there. So we're about 86 degrees or so. You know, still it's not very, not cooked too much, so that's fine. About 95 or so on the other side. All right, so I'm gonna let that, you know, 135 or so is what we shoot for end product. I want to go up to about 100 degrees. So I'm gonna let this go about 5 more minutes just like that. And I think that'll be perfect before we throw it on the searing burner over here. Y'all, so I've gone ahead and look, you don't have to leave this on all this long time. I've actually turned it off some between the filming. I thought it was nice just to have it on, get it preheated, probably preheat about 5 minutes, just flaming hot. So let's open this back up. I'm gonna take another temp on the steak here. And let's see what we got here. 102, all right, that's plenty enough. 106, all right, that's good. That's gone plenty enough for me, because like I said, I'm shooting 130, 135. Now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna grab a steak and we'll zoom in over here for you. I want you to see it hit the hot spot over here on the grill, on the sizzle zone. I'm gonna put it, decide to sit up, down. See if I don't drop it with these tongs. And look at that. Oh yes, sir. That's perfect. Getting that real good sear right there. Listen to that, y'all. And look, I took a temp reading with my heat gun, my infrared, and those grill grates right there. That's about 900 degrees right there in the middle, so that's great. All right. Let's see, I'm gonna let that go maybe a minute, I would say. Not even that. We'll go about 30 seconds on this side, and I'll flip it, do 30 seconds on the other side. So I'm gonna do this in real time with you. Man, that's awesome. Look at that. I mean, that's putting the crust on there, I'm sure. Oh, that Crosta rub. All right, so that's been about 30 seconds right there. Oh yes, sir. Then we're going to this side, putting that crust. I mean, that thing is nice. That's awesome. And we're gonna pull it off. Let's go ahead and pull this bad boy off. Definitely don't want to overcook it. Here on the tough part, something will fall apart. Get some better times. There we go. Look at that sear. Oh my goodness. That's amazing right there, y'all. That is awesome. Smells fabulous. Let's let this thing just sit out for a little bit and just rest. I'll show y'all while that steak's resting. The cool thing about cleanup with this sizzle zone is, look at that. You just drop that grate, and I mean, you talk about burn off anything that's on there. It'll burn right off that cast iron. Real easy to do. Also, I got it all laid out here on my Protein board. And we're going to go ahead and just cut in this beauty here. That's how I use one of my SOG blade lights. Hey, you can't see the cut. We're going to just look at that. Got a little piece right here away from the bone. It's just as tender as can be. Look at that. Right there, y'all. You get a real fine steakhouse. You know, when they cut the steak up for you right there at the table before you eat it. Look at that. That's nice. I guarantee you that fillet is just tender, just fork tender. Look at that. Cut with the fork like that. And that's something else right there. When you just go right in there with the fork and cut a piece of that. So let's try some of the strip side of the porterhouse. That crust on there from that Carne Crosta. Oh, that's absolutely fabulous. Let me try a piece of the filet. Oh my gosh, the filet side. Top notch. Y'all have got to try this. I am serious. This is awesome. Okay, y'all. Like I said, this is just magnificent. I just cut it up, fine steakhouse style, and this is just unbelievably good. And this is an example of some just beautiful meats right here. This is right at it, y'all. Seriously, that Sizzle Zone on the Napoleon just put the perfect sear on here, combined with this Carne Crosta, steak house rub from the OakRidge BBQ. It's got that wonderful coffee infused in it and everything else. Fabulous, y'all. I'm sorry, I got to get to the table. I got to eat some of this. Y'all, please, check all those products out. Look in my description box. I'll give you some links. Please like my videos, sub my channels. And God bless y'all. Y'all have a good one. Thank you so much. Oh, and don't forget to check out southerncoastalcooking.net.